Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Today we're going to be reading from a book. You may know the story from the Netflix series that's been doing the rounds, which is The Witcher, but this is one of many books, I believe. And there we go. I'm not going to try to say the author's name, but I'm going to show you the picture because heaven knows I can't say that name. Hell knows it too, but we're talking about heaven. Anyway, so I'm going to be reading one and a bit pages from it. I want you to tell me if you can guess which fable this is based around. For those of you who don't know, the books, or at least Gerald's story, is very similar to the Brothers Grimm, where it's a reimagining of fairy tales and fables, inserting Gerald or the Brothers Grimm. But in this case, it's Gerald. Now, I'm going to read the section. Please tell me if you can guess in the comments below what fable we are talking about. I will give you the clue now. It is a Disney. There's a Disney animated and there is a Disney live action for this. Let me know. I will let you know if it's correct. And yes, like, comment, subscribe, blah, 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 blah. Let's jump into this. Gerald jumped. Every move he made, every step, was part of his nature. Hard learnt, automatic, and lethally sure. 3 quick steps, and the third, like 100 steps before, finished on the left leg with a strong, firm stamp. A twist of his torso and a sharp, forceful cut. He saw her eyes. Nothing could change now. He heard her voice. Nothing. He yelled to drown the word which she was repeating. Nothing could change. He cut. He struck decisively, like hundreds of times before, with the center of the blade, and immediately, following the rhythm of the movement, took a 4th step and half a turn. The blade, freed by the half-turn, floated after him, shining, drawing a fan of red droplets in its wake. The streaming raven-black hair floated in the air. Floated, floated, floated. The head fell onto the gravel. There were fewer and fewer monsters, and I, what am I? Who's shouting? The birds? The woman in the sheepskin jacket with the blue dress? The roses from Nazir? How quiet, how empty. What emptiness within me. Nevelen, curled up in a bundle, sheltering his head in his arms and shaking with twitches and shivers, was lying in the nettles by the manor wall. "Get up," said the Witcher. The young, handsome, well-built man with a pale complexion, lying by the wall, raised his head and looked around. His eyes were vague. He rubbed them with his knuckles. He looked at his hands and felt his face. He moaned quietly and put his fingers into his mouth, ran it along his gums for the longest time. He grasped his face again and moaned as he touched the four bloody swollen streaks on his cheek. He burst out sobbing, and then laughed. "Gerald, how come? How did this... Gerald!" "Get up, Nevelen. Get up and come along. I've got some medicine in my saddlebag, and we both need it." "I no longer got... I haven't... have I... Gerald, why?" The Witcher helped him get up, trying not to look at the tiny hands, so pale as to be transparent, clenched around the pole stuck between the small breasts which were now plastered with a wet, red fabric. Nevelen moaned again. "Verena." "Don't look. Let's go." They crossed the courtyard, holding each other up, and passed the blue rose bush. Nevelen kept touching his face with his free hand. "Incredible, Gerald. After so many years, how is it possible?" "There is a grain of truth in every fairy tale," said the Witcher quietly. "Love and blood. They both possess a mighty power. Wizards and learned men have been racking their brains over this for years, but they haven't arrived at anything. Except that... That what, Gerald?" It has to be true love. And thank you very much. See you tomorrow. And let me know in the comments if you can figure out where this is from. I'm enjoying this, and it would be great to hear any other voice acting kind of people give pointers or comments or anything like that. So we're all a community. I'll see you tomorrow. Cheers, cheers.